Hi everyone, welcome to Torah on Demand. I'm Rabbi Yael Ridberg. This week we are within spiritual reach of Mount Sinai, ready to receive the Torah at Shavuot once again. But why do we need to receive the Torah again if we received it last year and all of the previous years throughout the generations? We certainly don't need to be given again something we already have, and it's not as if we've ever used the Torah up. Well, the answer may lie in a single verse from Deuteronomy. Adonai spoke these words to the whole congregation at the mountain with a mighty voice out of the fire and the dense clouds, Velo Yasaf. That phrase, Velo Yasaf, can mean alternatively without end or no more. It's the first interpretation, God spoke these words without end, that prompted the Maharal of Prague to teach that wisdom flows from God to all creatures, and thus the flow of Torah is not confined simply to God or to Moses. In the blessing over the Torah, we say, Noten HaTorah, who gives the Torah, in the present tense. So the Torah is still flowing and revelation is ongoing, Velo Yasaf, without end. Torah is understood as that which opens us to transformation. And if revelation is ongoing, then we are in a constant state of moving from one reality toward an aspirational reality. Parker Palmer, a noted writer and educator who focuses on issues of community and leadership and spirituality and social change, writes about what he calls the tragic gap. It is the distance between the hard realities of today and what we know to be possible in the future, because we have seen elements of that change in our very lives. It's called tragic in the classical sense because we're not going to ever bridge this gap, right? Regardless of what is revealed to us, it is therefore a meaningful metaphor for the wilderness of Sinai in the collective unconscious of the Jewish people. The tragic gap is an eternal part of human condition, as most of us stand in these gaps all the time. And sometimes we veer off towards one extreme, which he calls corrosive cynicism, or the other, irrelevant idealism. Both extremes take us out of a life of action, as if nothing will ever change or everything is fine. Revelation can be understood as what happens in the gap and propels us forward. Without the Torah, the Israelites would have no sense of how their lives would be or could be in the future. Without receiving Torah for ourselves, we would have no vision of what a just society looks like and what we hope to achieve. So how do we bridge the divide between the world as it is and the world we wish to see? Each Shavuot, a new Torah comes to us, new teaching, and not just some general principles, but rather the specific wisdom and guidance that we need to meet the challenges that we will face in the year ahead. In a time when so much depends on the actions of each one of us, and when more than ever we are required to do our part for the sake of all, we need the Torah to call us to responsibility. Our lives are changing, and so is our world. A new Torah will be offered to us this Shavuot, one that will walk with us and guide us on the complicated journey in this tragic gap. I pray that we accept Torah this year with open hearts, minds, and souls. Chag Sameach, Shabbat Shalom. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.